Hi, my name is Lucine Usani, and I wanted to talk today for a few minutes on the topic of doing the things that terrify us and why we might do that. So first, I suppose I need to differentiate between the things that terrify us because they're actually physically dangerous or life-threatening, and the things that just might seem frightening or unapproachable to us individually. So what I'm interested in today is the latter. It's the things that feel, for each person, and that can be very unique, the things that feel unapproachable. And it might not actually show up as fear for us. It might actually show up as, this is just something that I can't do. This is just not who I am. I've never been able to. And when I think about this topic is quite present to me at the moment because the very act of making this video is a big part of facing into one of my great fears, which is putting myself out in the world and sort of representing myself, and particularly in an unscripted and uncensored way. And I started feeling into that, why I would do that, and reflecting on that. And the quote that came to mind is an old Rumi poem that I read probably 5 years ago. And the first line of that poem is, for safekeeping, gold is hidden in the desolate places, not in the places that are easy to find. And when I read that poem for the first time, it really struck me. It struck me as true, from my life experience, that always it seemed that in those desolate, frightening places that I felt like I could never actually go to, there was something hidden there. There was some gold and some value there for me. And quite often it was a real sense of power, a sense of freedom, because I was actually doing something or going somewhere that I had believed was impossible for myself. And so I think the why behind why we would do the things that terrify us is that quite often when we have a sense that we can't do something, or that something's not approachable to us, there's actually a belief that's hidden in there. And I say it's hidden because it's actually so deeply rooted in our perspective that we don't see it as a belief. We just believe that it's true. So the sense of, I am not this, or I've never been able to, or I'm not the kind of person that, is such a deeply rooted belief that it often becomes a blind spot. We just actually have accepted that as reality. And that's why I think in this process of doing the things that are terrifying, it's really helpful to have a person to reflect to. For some people that might be a partner, a friend, someone who knows them well. In my perspective, it's been always helpful to do this with a coach, both myself being a coach and also getting coaching, because you have this dedicated, conscious, attentive presence, this person whose responsibility is to just help you to reflect and ask questions and question your own questions. And in this case, I think when those beliefs come up that are so strong, we often don't see the way around them. So having someone ask the questions of, well, what would that be like, and what would happen if, can open up this belief, this is not impossible, it's just that I feel it is. So I think in that space, when we go into the beliefs or the doing the actual things that we thought were impossible, there's a tremendous power hidden there. It's our real self. It's the things that we're actually capable of. We've just told ourselves otherwise. And when we do that, we really can discard that belief. And I just want to clarify as well, those beliefs, those limiting beliefs, they develop because we needed them at some point. They're actually a form of self-protection. And so I don't want to approach them as something that's negative or something that needs to be fought against. It's almost just like clothes that we've outgrown. At some point they really served us, and it's just not, it's constricting now. You know, if we put on our old clothes and they don't fit, we have a hard time breathing. So it's making a way to recognize those beliefs, that they were there, that they were useful to us at some point, and that we no longer need them. And by doing the actual things, we have a new experience of ourselves, which can be thoroughly empowering and fulfilling. So, thank you.